Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to start the New Year's videos, vlogs, etc. I thought it would be really fun today if we actually go through my vision board for 2023 and just kind of talk about it, and I can tell you guys what kind of came true, what if there was foreshadowing or anything like that. I just thought it would be super fun to go through it and kind of see. I haven't really looked back at it in quite some time. I do usually make vision boards and then put them as my screensaver on my computer, but I thought it would just be fun to kind of go over the one that I made for 2023. Okay, so I'm gonna put the vision board probably right here or something so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna move over, I will put it right here. But we're just gonna kind of go through everything. I have it up on my iPad right now so I can kind of talk through everything. And yeah, so first in the top left. So this year, reflecting on 2023 was actually one of my hardest years. Don't mind my hair, it is insane right now. But the beginning of the year, I went through a breakup and that was really hard on me. And I honestly, the beginning of this year, I felt really lost because I graduated college, knew I didn't want to work a corporate job, didn't have anywhere really to work, was feeling very discouraged. I was looking for jobs, applying to jobs. I wasn't getting them because I didn't have enough experience. Because how are they expecting you to get experience when you're in college and stuff like that? Especially because I graduated a year early. So I was doing school the whole time. I didn't have summers. I didn't have winter breaks. I just tried to pump it out and get it all done. So I was feeling very discouraged with that. Just a lot of tough things. There were some really high highs this year, but also some really low lows. So the top left, you could see a love thing. I think when I was doing this, I was more reflecting on the relationship and that I just wanted to be, I'm trying not to say too much, but I just wanted to be in a place where I was genuinely happy in a relationship, and I wasn't in that place at that time. And so putting that in there, while I did not achieve it, I think it's something I'm working on. I'm working a lot on loving myself first. And so in that picture, we did not achieve that specific thing, but I think it kind of branches out into other things also, if that makes sense. Right next to it, there's water and wine. I definitely had my fair share of wine nights this year. I love wine nights with my friends. I went wine tasting and stuff like that. And I just think that's what I wanted when I put that picture on there, was just go have good experiences with your friends. The water was because I want to drink more water, and I don't really think I did that one, but we're working on it. And I will probably still put that on my vision board for next year, because it is still 2023 when I'm filming this. Right underneath the love picture, all the way to the left, is a desk organization. And with this one, I think it can be taken a lot of different ways. I definitely didn't get organized. I've gotten more chaotic and less organized as the year has gone on, but I've become so much more busy. And I think when I did this, I kind of wanted to focus on the marketing stuff. And so the fact that I've had a marketing internship this year, which was amazing for me and taught me so much about marketing and myself and the things that I see myself doing and stuff like that. So I think that kind of ties into that picture. It might be a loose tie, but I genuinely do feel like I achieved the workspace. I did a lot of working in coffee shops, which is also what I think I kind of meant by this. And so, yeah. Right next to that one is a barn with a goat. And no, I did not achieve this yet, but that is in the dreams. And I just keep telling myself it's coming because I want a barn one day. I want to have a cow. I want to have a horse, even though they're kind of scary because they're very big. I want a little horse. My sister has a horse, if you guys don't know. And I am not scared of horses, despite what she would say. She would say I'm scared of horses, but I just respect them because they're so big and they could kill you. But I guess you could say that about dogs too. Some dogs are big and they could certainly kill you if they wanted to. But I don't know. I just feel like I can understand and talk, speak dogs' language a lot more than horses. So I'm the dog girl. My sister's the horse girl, but that doesn't mean I don't love horses. Watching horses run too, in a field, is the most relaxing thing ever. Right next to going on a beach vacation and laying on the beach and hearing the waves. Those two are up here for me. So that's still on the dreams, but didn't achieve that, but we're hoping soon. So it will be on my vision board again for this year. Under those two, I have a quote, "I am my own muse." And I think this ties into like the love picture that was up top. I am working on this. It was really hard after the breakup to feel this and like truly believe it, and I think I'm getting better at it. When you're in a relationship, like a long-term relationship, I feel like you start to codepend on that person and you might not even realize it, and I don't think I realized it until I was done and out of the relationship. I think I've come such a long way, and I've come to the point right now where I'm like, I don't even think I have time for a relationship right now, so it's fine. And I'm really trying to focus on loving myself, making myself happy, not relying on other people to make me happy. And so I think I'm still working on this. I love that quote. I love that, like, I am my own muse. Like, own is italicized because you don't need to be anyone else's muse. I think the way I have achieved this quote is through doing things like YouTube. Like, I didn't do this last year or anything. And not that I'm my own muse in that way. Like, loosely, I think just I've been doing things now that I genuinely want to do and not caring what other people think. And I know there's people out there watching these that are like laughing or making fun of me, I'm sure. And I'm just like still doing it. Like, I just don't care. And I think in that way, I've achieved that quote. Under that quote is two more things of wine. And one is just like a bathtub with like the scenery and stuff like that, which you can see in the bottom. And then a beach sunset with wine. And I think in ways I did achieve this. I went to Ireland this year, so it was really nice. It was very relaxing. We tasted a lot of food. Actually not relaxing. When you go on like trips like that, I feel like you're always traveling and looking at different places and stuff like that. It's not like a relaxing vacation, but I think we drank a lot of more like beer and stuff like that in Ireland. But I think what I was getting at when I put these pictures in the vision board was relaxation. Like, I was genuinely end of last year so stressed with my relationship, what I was going to do for work, friends. My friends were all still in school. So here's the thing. I graduated a year early, so all of my friends were still in school. So it was a very lonely time for me. My relationship wasn't doing too hot. My friends were busy all the time. It was such a lonely last year. And I'm not saying this year was like less lonely, because obviously when you get out of a relationship, you feel like you're very alone, even though you're not. So it's almost frustrating that you feel that way. But I think I just wanted to relax. I wanted to not be stressed for like 2 seconds. And I can definitely say, while I have different stress now because I have my own business and stuff like that, it's not the stress that I was dealing with towards the end of last year. And I'm very thankful for that, because that stress was horrible. And so I think I've kind of achieved those things. I think I could do better about relaxing, and when I have days off, actually taking days off, because I know this is the same thing for a lot of business owners. It's so easy to just get wrapped up in your work that even on your days off, you're still answering emails, sending out texts, doing all these things, making social media posts, doing marketing stuff. Like, I'm always still working. And so I think being better about taking days off is something I need to focus on personally going into next year. Starting at the top middle now, there is a quote that says, I am qualified for the career that I want. And like I said, during the beginning of last year, end of last year, beginning of this year, I was feeling so discouraged because I didn't know what I wanted to do for work or anything. I was applying to these jobs and getting denied because I didn't have enough experience, but it was so frustrating to me because I didn't really understand, and still don't honestly understand, how they expect you to get experience when you are doing college the whole time. And it was my choice to do college as fast as I could. It was from a financial standpoint and stuff like that. So I did try and just like get through it and get done with it, get my degree. And I didn't live on campus my last year and stuff like that, just to like save money and stuff like that. So I don't know. I could have done an internship, and that's one thing I regret not doing, but I'm also really proud of myself and happy that I graduated early because it saved me a lot of time and money. So there are pros and cons with both. But then again, me graduating early, I didn't get a lot of experience in industries that I would have wanted to go into. So I put that quote on there more to kind of like I was feeling so rejected by all of these companies and feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything, that's what I kind of put this quote in there for. And I do think it helped. Obviously, I started my own business this year in March, and that's not something I would have expected when I started this vision board. So I don't know, it's insane. Underneath that, I have someone doing yoga and then just a plant. Guys, I tried to be a plant lady. I have 2 plants right now. Like, I literally killed a succulent, and I just feel like that's an all-time low. I have a turtle plant right now who's not doing well, and a cactus. And the cactus is still alive, but because I barely have to water it. But I thought that about the succulents, and I still killed it somehow. So I just don't know if I'm destined to be a plant lady. I really need like a self-watering pot or something. I don't even know if that's a thing, but that's what I need, because I've got so much else going on that I don't have time to take care of plants. But I love like the air that plants give off, and just like they're good for you to have and stuff like that. So I really want to be a plant person, but I'm not, and I did not achieve that this year. I actually killed a few plants this year, so. And then I love doing yoga. I don't know if you guys know this. I do yoga. I try to go at least once a week. It's just something that I do feel like helps me, although it's very hard. I do have so much respect for people that do yoga, because it is so hard, especially because if you guys don't know, I have scoliosis. So my shoulders are so uneven, so it's hard. My body doesn't often move the way someone without scoliosis would move. So it's been a challenge, but I do love it. And when I'm consistent with yoga, I see so much of a difference in not only like the toning of my body, but also just like how I feel. So that is still on my vision board for this year. I want to get more into yoga and just really prioritize it. Underneath that, I have a picture of flowers, because I just love flowers and they were so cute, and I didn't really achieve that, but like it was so cute for the vibes. And next to that, I have a woman putting on lipstick with sunglasses that say careless. And I think this is probably one of the most pictures on this vision board that I achieved this year, because I started a YouTube channel. I started my own business, despite so many people telling me I couldn't make a living off of my dream business and what I wanted to do and what I was starting. I still did it. And I'm honestly so proud of myself for that. And it's sometimes hard for me to be proud of myself, because I'm very much the person to be like, you can always do more. You can always do better. And I really want to take this last week of 2023 to really focus on that and realize how far I've actually come. And it's just crazy how things change in a year. And like, I started a business and I started this channel, and the fact that I have 100 subscribers right now, and it might not sound like a lot to some people, but like it means so much to me, because I am doing this to have like a diary for me to look back on. And if anything I do or say can help someone else, can help someone pursue their dreams, help someone with anxiety like me, like that's what I want to do with this. So thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. Also, I never even said that in the beginning of this video, but like I just appreciate every single one of you, and just like thank you so much. Under that, I have a group of friends in a sunset on a beach. I don't live by a beach, unfortunately, so we were on a beach per se, but I feel like I prioritize a lot, especially after my friends graduated too, hanging out with my friends. And I just think it's super important to make time for your friends, because going through a breakup and everything this year, you just realize how important they are. And like, significant others or partners can come and go, and you never really know when that's going to happen, but friends are for life. And so I just think you should always prioritize friendships over friends and family over literally everything. Work, like literally everything. They're just super important, and you need to have your people in your corner to get through tough times and to just have good times too. So that I feel like has been really good this year. Back to the top, more wine, just cheersing with friends, more on like the friends aspect of things. I just wanted to really get in tune, in touch with my friends. I was really lonely in the beginning of the year, and I was missing them so much. So the fact that they graduated and we really prioritized each other, especially over the summer before everybody went to work and stuff like that, it was just a great summer. Underneath that, I have money, and it's not like I made a lot of money, but I started my own business. So I feel like that's maybe along the same lines. You're actually kind of losing money, I guess, when you start a business, but like starting something for myself. I'm going to be very metaphorical with that. Next to that is a girl training a dog. And this one I'm super excited about, because if you had told me last year in December that the next year I would become a dog trainer, start my own business, do weddings with dogs, like I would have thought you were insane. Like I always wanted to do dog training, and it's always been something that I've been super passionate about. But last year, more than a year ago, I took the leap of shadowing a dog trainer and getting familiar with things, reading books and stuff like that, and learning as much as I could, because I loved it so much. And it truly paid off. Like this year in March will be the 1 year of my business, and I don't know. It's just like absolutely insane that this was on my vision board. I love when that happens, when things are on your vision board and then they come true in real life. Underneath that, I have a plane for traveling. I did do some traveling. I told you guys I went to Ireland, and so that was really, really, really exciting. And I'm glad I'm traveling while I'm young. And while I didn't really have a lot of responsibilities, obviously you gain more and more responsibilities as you get older. So I'm happy and grateful that I was able to travel in the time that I was. Next to that is another desk. Again, I think I was going off of the work thing. Like I really wanted to get a job. I was really lonely, didn't know what I wanted to do for work. So that's kind of what I was going for with that one. And then right under that is a quote that says, "A new era of me." And I just truly feel like I'm still going through that era and I'm still trying to figure that all out. Honestly, when I made this vision board, I think I was expecting huge changes in 2023. And I was definitely right with that. And so I knew it was going to be a lot of change, a lot of scary things, and that it was going to be a new version of myself because of the changes that I went through. So I really foreshadowed with that one. All the way to the top right is another quote, and it says, "Mental note, take the risk. Don't let the unknown stop you from progressing." Oh my God, I didn't even realize that was on here. Like now reading that literally just gave me the chills because like I took the risk. I started the business. Vision boards are so fun. Like, please make one. If you don't make one any year, literally get on Canva and make one. Like I literally made this on Canva and it's just so fun to look back on it at the end of the year. Like it's actually insane that I put that on there, and like the dog training one and stuff like that. It's so crazy. Underneath that, I have a house. I wanted to I don't know, fix up a house or something like that. That's still on the goals for the future, and maybe next year that will be a thing, but like definitely not this year, but it's a good goal. And then all the way to the right are just like girls dancing and just like having a lot of fun. So again, like the friend thing, I think I really prioritized that this year, and I'm like really happy that I was able to do so. Underneath that is another little quote, and it says, "Enjoy the little things." I still think that's something I need to work on, and you can always be better at those kinds of things, but it's definitely something that I have been better at since this year, especially in the beginning of the year, was so hard and it was like a really upsetting time. I feel like I did learn to enjoy the little things, like the days that I woke up and I wasn't sad and stuff like that because of how hard the beginning of the year was for me. So I think just enjoying the little things, that's going to be on my vision board for this year, definitely. I think everybody could enjoy the little things a little bit more, and it's just something that could help literally anyone. So I definitely want to do that more for next year. Underneath that is the 5-minute journal and a coffee. I want to do more like meditation stuff, and that's definitely not something that actually in the beginning of the year, I did prioritize having my coffee in the morning, sitting down, writing in a journal and stuff like that. I kind of lost it as this year has gone on because I got so busy with the business and stuff like that. So I need to like reframe my mindset again and get back into that and like prioritize that time, because it definitely did help me and I did see a difference. When I write things down or type things out, like it does clear my head so much. Underneath that is a woman in like a business suit, and it's so cute and stuff like that. So starting a business and stuff like that, I feel like that's such like a good foreshadowing. And then to the right of that is 2 dogs. Again, one says service dog, so I think kind of tying in the dog training and stuff like that. So, oh my God, the foreshadowing is crazy. To the right of the dog one is also another beach picture. I really wanted to prioritize relaxation. I think I need to do that more. Like I said, the beginning of this year, I definitely prioritized that a lot, but as I got busier with the business and stuff like that, that was not something I was expecting was going to happen. So it's easy to like fall off from that. And then above that is a woman. It looks like she's planning out like a business or looking at pictures and stuff like that. And I did put the Pocket Vet logo on there. So kind of true, kind of not. I started a new business. Pocket Vet is still in the works and stuff like that. It's really hard and I'm not going to get into it right here. So not Pocket Vet, but imagine Spotted Snout's logo on there. And I feel like that's a little bit of a better description of how this year went. And then the last thing that's on the vision board all the way to the right is another quote, and it says, "Never let your fear decide your fate." And I was so afraid the beginning of this year that I was just gonna have to work a corporate job that I didn't like and do something that I didn't want to do and stuff like that. And I do think this quote was such a good thing for this year because I didn't do any of that. I started my own business despite many, many, many people telling me that I could never make a living off of it. Why am I doing this? I'm like, whatever. I'm never going to be able to survive on this kind of income and stuff like that. I still did it. I'm still doing it. I love to be able to prove those people wrong. Like, no, like I'm still doing it, stuff like that. So it was definitely cool to see that on here. So that was my whole 2023 vision board. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just kind of taking you through it, how the year went, how I was feeling, stuff like that. I want to be able to look back on this like next year or something and see what headspace I was in and stuff like that. I also wrote myself a letter, and I'm really scared to read it, but maybe I'll do another video of me reading it unless I film it and then I'm like crying, because I always do at the end of each year. I started it a few years ago where you write to yourself and you're like, is this happening? Did this happen? Blah, 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 blah. Just kind of asking yourself questions of how things changed. And sometimes it's really hard, especially because this year was pretty hard for me. So I might do another video. I'm making a vision board on New Year's Eve with my friends. We're going to just like get together and do vision boards. I know, so wholesome, so cute. Again, prioritizing friend stuff. But we're going to do that. And then I could take you guys through my new vision board if you guys want. And kind of, again, next year, compare them and see how things changed. I really love doing that. I recommend anyone make a vision board. I think it can be super fun, a fun activity to do with your friends and a cool thing to look back on. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and comment other things you want to see. I have a few ideas for videos planned for the new year already, but I just want to know what else you guys want to see too. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.